You're watching Audubon Green Wave at Haddonfield Bulldogs because our Wi-Fi has decided to, well, not work. There's a player injured for Haddonfield, and it's 3-0 Audubon. I profusely apologize for the fact that this game is most likely going to be on a tape delay because, well, the Wi-Fi here is apparently 150 years old and doesn't know how to function. But we tried getting it to work, but nope. Doesn't work around these bits, so
We got an injured player.
I know that's what I'm focusing on, because because our cameras didn't pick it up before the whole shenanigans happened. It's number 25 for Haddonfield, which is Matt Stam. So he's getting up, and we'll see if he returns to his spot. He might. He's going to walk it out and see how it rolls, but it's 3-0 Green Wave. There was a comedy of errors up to this point. We had tried to start the broadcast 3 separate times, but the Wi-Fi is so bad, and I guess rural North Dakota, I guess that's where we're at now, where
We can only get 1 or 2 bars of our 5G. We
Yeah.
have our own MiFi device.
Yeah, we have our own Verizon Wi-Fi, portable Wi-Fi device. So I sincerely apologize, but don't blame us. Blame the Victorian society that doesn't know how to have good Wi-Fi. I don't get it. It's 3-0 Audubon.
Got runners on bases.
Runner on second and third. We've missed 5 batters and 3 runs. Luckily, we haven't missed any outs, but we've missed apparently everything. So here's Scott Lynch. And the 0-1 pitch from Sam Martino is a ground ball hit to third. And that's in time. Everybody holds up. Because this is already a lose-lose situation with the fact that I missed yesterday's game due to being extremely under the weather, and then this not having a functioning Wi-Fi system just makes it laughable. First pitch to Zimmer is a ground ball up the line and foul. At least we'll have anything at all, even if it's on a tape delay. It's the silver lining here. It's 0-1 to Zimmer. 3-0 Audubon. 1 away, and 2 runners in scoring position. Swinging a ground ball to third. 2 good plays in a row by that third baseman, and he holds the runners at bay, 2 away. Now here's Charlie Grady. Foul. Outside. It's 1-1. Check swing, and he went around. It's 1-2. Swinging a fly ball to right. Moving in and making the catch is the right fielder, Ian Talty, and the inning is over. So even though you missed all of the offense, you get to see the end result. We go to the bottom of the first on this tape delay from Haddonfield, 3-0 Green Wave. Going to the bottom of the first here from Haddonfield. This broadcast is brought to you in part by the great folks at the Quick Pit Podcast, run by my good friends Nate and Connor out of their studio in central Pennsylvania. All the hot takes, news, and information you need in the world of motorsports. Kansas is this weekend for Trucks and Cup, and we will see how that works. Whether we see a new driver solidify their chance to make it into the playoffs, or whether we'll see a repeat winner like Chastain or Byron or Cindric, any of the bunch. But Saturday and Sunday, NASCAR action from Kansas, as Gabe Cologne will start. You can find the Quick Pit Podcast anywhere where you find podcasts, including Spotify and Anchor. The first pitch to Matt Stam for Haddonfield is outside 1-0. Upstairs, 2-0. Cologne will most likely serve as an opener, and a more viable relief pitcher will run the next couple of innings as the 2-0 is skied to right. BB on the run, and he makes the catch at a shoestring. It's one away. This brings up Ian Talty. By the way, let's take a look at the starting lineup for Haddonfield. We just saw Matt Stam bat, the second baseman. Now it'll be the right fielder, Ian Talty, batting third, and playing first base is Nick Figlioli. Batting fourth and playing third base is Scott Agnew at the DH position, and batting fifth is Jamison Sweeney. San Martino is the starting pitcher. However, he will not bat today. The left fielder will bat sixth, Declan McCarthy. The shortstop will bat seventh, Blaze Hendricks. The catcher bats eighth, Griffin Clark. And the center fielder bats last, ninth in the order, Gavin Kopp. It's 0-2 to Talty. He swings and misses. So fly out to right and a strikeout. A good start to the inning for Cologne. This brings up the first baseman, Nick Figlioli. Breaking ball, strike, 0-1. Audubon won their last game 4-1 over the Timber Creek Chargers. As there's a ground ball up the line to first. We'll hold that. Oh, it just got past Perosi. You gotta be kidding me. We had 3 errors yesterday, and we still won. But that was a slow roller. That was Bill Buckner style right there. This brings up Scott Agnew, the cleanup man. Audubon scored a run in the first, but so did Timber Creek. But then Audubon paved the way to their 8th straight win with 3 runs in the third, but that was all they wrote. So Audubon scored 4 early, and then nobody else scored for the rest of the ball game. So there's Scott Agnew, runner on first, 2 away. First pitch, breaking ball inside, 1-0. Throw back to first, nothing doing. Audubon has won 8 straight. They haven't lost since they were in Myrtle Beach. Looking to make it 9 today versus Haddonfield, who themselves have had their own hardships, as there's a foul ball down the right side. It's 1-1. Haddonfield won their first 5 games of the year and have since lost their last 7. Haddonfield is 1-7 since they 2-hit Audubon with Jack Submarinian on the mound. The 1-1. Breaking ball inside, 2-1. That looked to be in there on my view, but the call is the call. Throw back to first, still nothing. Cologne has a quick pickoff move. He's pretty discreet about it. But it also is pretty effective. Swinging a liner to right. BB makes the catch, and the side is retired. So Audubon scores 3 in the first and holds Haddonfield scoreless. We go to the second, 3-0 Green Wave.
Out.
Zach Beebe leads off the top of the second inning here for Audubon. And the first pitch is a strike to him. 8 men came to the plate for the Green Wave in the first inning. 3 of them came around the score, although that was all after we, that was all before we started the tape delay. It's 1-1 to Beebe. Hitting order will be Beebe, Massey, and Wiltsey. Going back to the top of the order in the second inning here from Haddonfield. Off speed, looked like a cut fastball. That's a strike. In dirt. And he went around, so it was a check swing, but just had to wait for the appeal from first base. So BB is retired, and this brings up Xavier Massey. Upstairs and inside, 1-0 to start the Massey. Swing and a miss, chasing at Worms. It's 0-2. Rather, 1-1, excuse me. In dirt, 2-1. Ground ball, hot shot. Throw to first. On a hop, and they got him. Very close play, but it counts the same. 2 away, and this brings up the freshman shortstop, Tyler Wiltsey. Oh, a little excuse me swing. And the side is retired. Don't see that every day. But a 1-2-3 inning for San Martino brings them back in business. Still 3-0 Green Wave. Jamison Sweeney will lead off the bottom of the second. Here from Haddonfield, and the first pitch is a strike. It's 0-1. Wow. That was an emphatic swing and miss. And the 0-2 pitch. Colon staring down his catcher. He kicks and deals. Another breaking ball that misses well outside. One, two. Just a little outside. 2-2. Hold on. Take me out. Here's Declan McCarthy. First pitch is a, looks like a ball, okay. 1-0 to McCarthy, the left fielder. And it's 2-0. There's some calls that the fans in the outfield are not exactly happy with, but again, we're on a tape delay, so there's a strike. Good frame by Zimmer. It's 2-1. I mean, Xavier's got the best view of all of that. And he's been talking about it for a little while. That one's upstairs, 3-1. Cologne's got to get him back here. He's already allowed a walk. Not a walk, rather, an error at first base. I don't know what I'm thinking. 3-1. Fouled back to the right side. And into the parking lot. If anything, a lot of parking space down the first base line for Haddonfield. Here's another foul back to the chain link fence. Upstairs, that's ball 4. So we fought him, but he got a walk out of it. So here's Blaze Hendricks. Throw back to first. Safe. Swinging a foul. So the first pitch to Hendricks is 0-1. One away. Audubon scored more runs in the top of the first inning than they did in the entire game that Haddonfield had played in Audubon, which was a 4-2 final. And Haddonfield hasn't been able to match Audubon's first inning rally, at least not yet. In the dirt, McCarthy holds, and it's 1-1. But Haddonfield got off to a really good start. They won on opening day versus West Deptford and Sterling in their home opener. Audubon, Collingswood, and Haddon Township. Then everybody fell off the rails. They lost to Gloucester, which Audubon, mind you, beat 13-2. They lost to Gateway. They lost to Haddon Heights in the Thank You Classic. They got blown out by 10 runs versus St. Joseph. They lost to Northern Burlington in the Joe Hartman Diamond Classic, which Audubon was bumped from on the last day. As look at this. Look at this. Slow base running by Declan McCarthy allows Zimmer to field the ball off of the backstop and throw him out at second base. I saw that from Buster Posey one time in Miami. I wasn't there, but, on the highlight reel. Probably did that a couple years ago, but the runner was originally called out and then ruled safe on review. Probably 2017, 2018. It's 2-1 to Blaze Hendricks with now no runners on and 2 away. There's a strike, and it is a full count. But in their most recent games, they lost 7-0 to Haddon Heights and 8-0 to West Deptford, so they have not scored a game since May 3rd. Swinging a looper, right side. Driscoll and BB go for it, and Driscoll makes the catch. Gabe Cologne running smoothly. We go to the third, 3-0 Green Wave. John Perozzi leads off the top of the third from Haddonfield. The first pitch is, I think he slipped on the mound. I've seen Tim Lincecum do that a couple times, and of course, Lincecum being the San Francisco Giants great, by the way, they're not going to count that as a pitch, I don't believe. So, take that as you will, but it's a foul ball. It's 0-1. At least I don't think they're going to count it, but like Tim Lincecum had something like that in his windup where because of all the moving parts in his motion, he was prone to slipping a lot. He was prone to falling off the mound. That's what we just saw from Dane Sammartino. He's got a lot of moving parts. His hands are moving around. His leg is kicked up real high. He leans back a little bit. It's not ideal for that kind of situation. But the 1-2 is in the dirt, skips up to the catcher, Clark, and it's 2-2.
What happened? You got hurt announcing?
No, he's got it clear and graded.
Don't go after any balls if they're hitting.
That one's in time at first. 1 away. Now here is Sean Driscoll. Junior varsity games going on behind us. JV field has no walls, so no outfield wall. Kind of like playing on a little sand lot. Late swing from Driscoll. It's 0-1. It's outside. 1-1. There is a fierce debate going on in right field over whether Joel Embiid should be MVP, as a ground ball to third is in time. Now, for those who don't know, there was highway robbery a couple days ago when Nikola Jokic won NBA MVP. And there is a lot of tension over whether Jokic should have won. I think that's Pinckney's dad and Xavier's dad. I find it funny. No, because this was the first year that I actually started following the Sixers. I could never really watch basketball for more than 5 minutes before, but now I've had a newfound appreciation for it. It's 0-1 to Pinckney, by the way.
And you went to your first game this year.
That's true. Saw the Phoenix Suns and the Sixers. That one's into the left field corner. Throw to second. Nothing doing. Double for Pinckney. As now this brings up Scott Lynch. Swing and a miss. 0-1. There's a swing and a fly ball to right. Going over is Talty, and he makes the catch and the side is retired. We go to the bottom of the third. Runners left on second, and it's 3-0 Audubon. Going back, bottom 3, Gabe Cologne going for his third inning of work. It's 3-0 Green Wave. You're watching the tape-delayed version of this broadcast. It's 1-0. I just noticed something. I'm going to zoom out on my camera here. Actually, after this pitch. Swinging a foul down the right field line. Notice what is wrong with this. Hold on. What is wrong with this lineup card? Haddonfield. Haddonfield baseball.
They had one job.
Now I got to check the lineup card from when Audubon played Haddonfield in Audubon and see if that's been there. Because I'm looking at it in the top half and I'm just like, that's a Haddonfield? Oh my gosh.
They have it right over here, though.
They do. It says Haddonfield baseball.
Someone needs to go back to more classes.
Right. So I guess you could say it's Haddonfield versus Audubon. It's 2-2 to Griffin Clark, the catcher. I believe that's Clark. Yes, it is. He was not in the lineup when Haddonfield came to Audubon. I was told by Steve Bellis that an extra game was added next week. Audubon will play Cinnaminson at home on Wednesday. Now, I have to confirm that with everybody, but that's what I'm hearing from Steve. So don't mark your calendars yet, but it probably was confirmed yesterday when I was more under the weather than I am now. Not to say that I'm not under the weather at all. I mean, you can hear it. You know, I'm going to be looking at this like months down the road and be like, geez, I needed the rest. But the whole reason why I didn't go yesterday was because we were waiting on COVID test results. And I did not want to chance it in case I was positive, which I was not. I did test negative, as there is a strike 3 on a curveball to Griffin Clark, and this will bring up the center fielder, Gavin Kopp. So I was going to say that Audubon had 5 regular season games left, but apparently that is not the case. Swinging a tapper foul. Went right behind home plate. Zone 1 to Gavin Kopp. I was about to say it's a quiet day at the ballpark, and then got a fire truck whizzing by. Swinging a liner foul. Strike 3. Breaking ball. The vertical break on Gabe Cologne's curveball is something that cannot be described with words, but just, watch and learn. But we will go back to the top of the order with Matt Stam, who was injured in the top of the first and then stayed in the game after a delay. First pitch, chopped to short. Throw crosses in time. Gabe Cologne keeping his pace. We go to the 4th, 3-0 Audubon. Top of the fourth. Ryan Zimmer leads off. We did confirm with Tony Carbone that there will be a home game next Wednesday. Now, the unfortunate silver lining to that is that I have Phillies tickets for that game. So, we will probably have to pack up our stuff and get going. But, I mean, at the end of that game, you know.
What time's the game?
3:45.
Okay, good.
And if anything, again, it's at home. Going to 2 Phillies games next week. You'll hear all about it as we get closer. Padres Phillies on Wednesday and Dodgers Phillies with a couple buddies of mine on Friday, assuming I'm better by then. Oh my goodness. A base hit for Zimmer that I think it didn't hit the pitcher, but I think it might have given him a new identity. That ball was hit so hard it actually knocked off his cap. Seems like he's fine. He wasn't expecting it. So here's Charlie Grady. That was a bullet. Absolute moonshot. Although that would be up in the air and gone, so. Take that as you will. I'm making new vocabulary every day. First pitch. Swinging a line shot to right. That one's fair. No, it is not. It is foul.
Probably all that Dayquil you're hopped up on.
What do you mean by that?
Making up words because you got too much cough medicine on board.
Right. Well, for all the commotion you're hearing as Zimmer goes down to second, Damian Broadhurst, he steals the bag. The JV game just had a weird moment. They were doing a rundown, and then the runner on third realized, hey, the catcher's not covering home plate, so runner stole home. Yeah. Fouled as everybody in the Audubon dugout scrambles. It's like watching 2 games at once. It's weird because with my mic, you're hearing 2 games at once. Up and away, 1 and 2. Broadhurst on second. He is the only base runner. That is fouled back to the apparatus. And like I said, I've talked about Audubon's apparatus all the time, where it's too low and could cause danger. And that is the perfect height right there. We saw the same thing in Gloucester, where the net that protected the ball from going out of play was right at that height, and I think that is perfect. There is also a net. I don't know if my camera picks it up well, but there's also a net that goes down. It looks like it picks it up just fine, but that also helps. I've stood under home plate before, or on top of home plate at Hank Greenberg, and it's no more than 10 feet above home plate. That's a solid 30, 35 feet up there.
Well, maybe when we win the state championship this year, they'll be able to afford a new one.
Right. Or that, that referendum that there was, There's one away as Charlie Grady has struck out. This brings up Zach Beebe. Oh. They threw back to second, but nothing was going on. It appears that the sun is finally coming out. I was a little worried because the clouds, we hadn't brought our tent because it wasn't going to rain in a long time We only bring that 10 for when it looks like it's going to rain, like it was versus Haddon Heights in that rain-shortened game. As it's 0-1 to BB, one away, runner on second, and a 3-0 Audubon lead. Low and out, 1-1. And dirt, 2-1. Upstairs, 3-1 to Zach Beebe. Xavier Massey will be the next batter. He is on deck, bringing us back to the top of the order. Outside, and Beebe will walk, and Broadhurst makes it all the way to third base. So he moves up 90 feet, and this brings up Massey. Well, Massey will step in with runners on the corners and one away. Audubon looking for their first runs since the first and their first runs with them being on camera. Since we missed the first five batters due to technical difficulties as a foul ball down the right field line, it is 0-1. Throw back the first. On that one, there was nothing doing there. The 0-1. Oh, going down to second base. He is safe. It's 1-1. Fouled back. Swinging a high drive to center. Wind is going to keep that one in. And it went right over the head of the center fielder, Kopp. He completely missed it. One run is in, and 2 runs are in. It is 5-0 Green Wave on a 2-run double by Xavier Massey. That basically had no carry to it. It's not even that there's a lot of wind. There's like no wind at all, really. There's some maybe blowing left or right, but I was not expecting the ball to die out that much and that quickly. Strike 1 to Tyler Wiltsey. Grounder, foul. It's died right in front of the Haddonfield dugout. And it is 0-2 to the freshman shortstop, Wiltsey.
And the deepest spot over towards the scoreboard's got to be a little bit deeper than that.
Outside, 1-2. That one is fouled back. I believe that might have hit the catcher.
Saw the catcher have to slide down here, then he just takes off like a stone.
Swinging a fly ball to right. And that one is fair. Massey will come in to score. Going to second is Wiltsey. He's not stopping. He's going for third in the relay. He's not in time. An RBI triple down the line for Wiltsey, and it's 6-0. They're going to talk to San Martino, and they might take him out here. Bob Bickle, head coach for Haddonfield. There's Bob, pictured center. San Martino will stay in the game despite Haddonfield being down by 6. Here's John Perozzi, runner on third, and it is 6-0 Green Wave. One away, and the first pitch is outside. And it is called as such, 1-0. Down and out, 2-0. High chopper to the middle infield, and he throws home, and they got him there. So Perozzi gets to first base, but they prevent a run from coming home by throwing him out at home. Score still remains 6-0, and here comes up Sean Driscoll. First pitch to Driscoll is outside. It's 1-0. Line shot right to him, and the side is retired. We go to the bottom of the fourth, 6-0 Green Wave. They put up 3 more runs. broadcast is brought to you in part by the Amato brothers. Great food for a great price, also great service as well. Right on the White Horse Pike in Oakland. And the first pitch from Cologne is a strike. You don't see this all the time, to where Cologne's throwing more than a couple innings, but
Keep it up. I want another one.
so I'm going to miss.
Hit.
It's 0-2 to the right fielder Ian Talty. It'll be Talty, Figlioli, and Agnew. There's a swing and a miss. Great one from Cologne. There's one away. I almost feel like I'm one of those commentators at the Masters where you gotta be like quiet and you gotta be, I don't know, very toned down. Although I would love to see the WWE announcers try their hand at golf, because that would be absolutely hilarious. It is 2-0 to the, 1-1 to the first baseman, Nick Figlioli. Up and away, 2-1. Inside, and they're giving him ball 4. Okay, maybe the video board's been all wrong all day, so take that as you will. But so runner on first. This brings up Scott Agnew, the third baseman. Cologne looks at the runner at first and looks back at his catcher. And from the stretch, Agnew fouled it off his foot.
That's a big boy. Learn from that.
One away with a runner on first, 6-0 Audubon. Throw to first, nothing. Swinging a grounder, high chopper to Pinckney. And that one is in time. 2 away. This brings up Jamison Sweeney. There's a strike, 0-1. You'd think it was bark at the park today. There's a lot of dogs hanging around. There's this one with a frisbee in its mouth. I know. I don't even know what kind of breed that is. Throw down to second, nothing doing. It is still 0-2. There's just so many great dogs.
He had a snazzy haircut.
He did, and he was walking around with, I think, some sort of frisbee in his mouth. Swing and a miss. Cologne struts off the mound after another successful inning. He could go all the way if he wanted to. Just this is something that I haven't seen in a while. We go to the 5th inning, 6-0 Green Wave. This broadcast is brought to you in part by the Audubon Celebration Committee. Even though Audubon Day has come and gone, make sure you check out the Borough of Audubon. Make sure you check out the Audubon Celebration Committee on Facebook for more information regarding the 4th of July parade, the holiday parade, National Night Out, and everything going on in town. First pitch to Pinckney gets away to 1-0. Two and 0. Strike. Three and 1 to Isaiah Pinckney. High chopper, foul.
Acco Raceway.
Huh. Or Bridgeport in Swedesboro. And foul back. You gotta love it though. Although we got a couple of hot rods that pass by our place every night, and sometimes it's real late and somebody's cranking their V8. No muffler or anything.
I prefer to drink V8.
Just swinging a drive out to right. It was really loud off the bat, and Tolte makes the catch. Went away. This brings up Scott Lynch. That one is in there. It's 0-2 to Scott Lynch. One away and 6-0 Green Wave. Isaiah Pinckney led off the inning with a fly out to right. Swinging a line shot to short, and it went through in the left field for a base hit. Couldn't figure out where that went for a quick second, but just got smothered by Hendricks and got through in the left. This brings up Ryan Zimmer. Throw back to first. Nothing doing.
Bulldogs.
Swing and a miss. And Zimmer is down 0-2. Got him. Well, the scoreboard says 0-2. Either the scoreboard has been wrong all day, or okay, strike 4. Here we go. Okay, that time. Oh, okay, they're calling it a foul tip. Okay. So what I think it is it's still 0-2, but he had 2 foul tips. So that was the deal. Downstairs, 1-2. There's a ball hit to second base that they got 1, but that's all they get. So Lynch is retired, and there's 2 away. Runner on first, which will be, I believe, Broadhurst again. It's exactly what it'll be. First pitch is a strike, 0-1. San Martino steps off here in the top of the 5th. It is 6-0 Audubon. Here on Dan Wilkins Broadcasting. Runners go. Ground ball that makes its way in the left for a base hit. Broadhurst gets all the way to third, and he's in there. So a base hit for Charlie Grady moves the runners up with runners on the corners now, and still 2 away. Still 6-0 Audubon. Two down, and stepping in is Zach Beebe. Never mind, that is Jack Dempsey, the sophomore. I knew that stance looked different. Swing and a miss by Dempsey. It's 0-1. Breaking ball. Strike 2. And Charlie Grady still in second without any indifference from the defense. It is 1-2 to Dempsey. There's a swing and a fly ball to right. Going out to center and making the catch is Gavin Coppin. The side is retired. We go to the bottom of the 5th. 6-0 Green Wave. Bottom of the fifth. From Haddonfield, Gabe Cologne still rolling. And the first pitch to Declan McCarthy is a strike. Ground ball to Wiltsey. High throw, but he gets it in time. One away. It's 2-1 to Declan McCarthy here in the bottom of the fifth. In the dirt, it skips up. It's 3-1 to McCarthy. In there. Wow. Okay. That trailed a little in, but it's 3-2. There's a swing and a looper out to right. That one's going to fall as Massey loses his cap. And a base hit for Blaze Hendricks. So one away and a runner on first. Brings up Griffin Clark. Down low, 1-0. And now the sun is right in my peripheral vision. And that one is a ball, 2-0. To Griffin Clark, the catcher for Haddonfield. Throw back to first. Ground ball to third. And the ball went in the left field. So base hit for Griffin Clark. That puts runners on first and second with one away for the center fielder, Gavin Kopp. And we'll go back to the top of the order. First pitch is a ball to Kopp, 1-0. That's upstairs, 2-0. There's a strike, 2-1. In the dirt, 3-1. That's ball 4. I think that could be it for Cologne, although there appears to be no action in the dugout or in the bullpen. This will go back to the top of the order with Matt Stam. And with this runner on third, and Wade Geis, the pitching coach, will talk to Gabe. Speaking of Geis, had a good conversation with George Geis yesterday while I was out sick. Said he loved my commentary of the Gophers in West Deptford, although he called them groundhogs.
Yeah, groundhogs. I said the wrong word.
Oh, so it's not Gophers.
Yeah, they're not gophers. They were groundhogs. Sorry about that.
Well, this is why we are not on Animal Planet.
But I am the animal expert in the family, though, so I feel really ashamed.
Over 2 groundhogs, come on.
Come on.
Yeah, it's just a laughable moment.
They were so cute.
Yeah, wrestling each other to the grave, really. Bases loaded. Remember, Haddonfield has not scored a run since May 3rd. So this could be their opportunity right here to do such a thing. They've been shut out their last 2 games. As there's a ground ball, that's going to do it. Throw to second, gets booted. Now a second run is going to come around. And he is safe, yeah. So both runs came around to score. And it is 6-2. So 6-2, Audubon still leads by 4, but for the first time in 9 days, Haddonfield has scored a run. Runners are on first and second with 1 away, as there appears to be maybe a change. And there will be. Matt Ventola will hit off the bench for Ian Talty. And with 1 out, this is going to be a tough challenge because I think Cologne's either facing his last batter or his last couple of batters. I don't see him staying in much longer after this. Now, and it's a strike. To Ventola. And the 0-1's going to be on its way. That one's in the dirt and smothered by Zimmer. 1-1.
Let's go, boys!
There's a high drive to left. And it is out of here. Matt Ventola, 3-run home run off the bench. The first home run that a Green Wave pitcher has allowed all year besides a scrimmage at Paul Six. And the Bulldogs have bunched all of their offense into 1 inning, and it is 6-5. Audubon scored 3 in the first. And if he is not pulled here, then I don't know how you can be such a... jeez. It's got to be one of those days, isn't it? And they are keeping him in the game. So with 2 runners on and 1 away in a close ball game, we had apparently nobody ready, or I assume so, since he's not being pulled from the ball game. So here is Nick Figlioli. I mean, it was going to happen one time or another where somebody was going to give up a homer. That one goes to the backstop. With how I know Gabe Cologne and his energy. You have to imagine that he is pretty shaken. But what he does is he just tries to control his breathing and face the next guy. If there's a swing and a miss, it is 1-1. I was seeing double vision there for a second because the bullpen pitcher was throwing a pitch at the same time, and it looked like two baseballs were being thrown at once. I don't know if my camera picked it up, but it's 1-2. To the left-hander first baseman, Nick Figlioli. That one hit him. And Haddonfield's dugout getting riled up as usual. And time is called because Figlioli was limping up the line. I think that got him in the back of the knee. But here is Scott Agnew. Strike one. It's a brand new ball game, 6-5. Most runs Audubon's allowed since that away game in West Deptford, where they won 9-7 in a close one. Well, we've had our fair share of close calls. 14-2 lead in Collingswood ends up being almost a blown ball game. The 1-1 is upstairs and inside, 2-1. Fouled down the right field line. And that just drilled somebody's hood. Not ours. Somebody's pickup truck. Although those things are basically invincible, so. The 2-2. Breaking ball. That got him in the butt.
Why are you even doing that?
And these fans are asking the same questions that I do.
Let's go. Come on, kid.
So here is Jamison Sweeney, back-to-back hit batsman. The tying run is in scoring position. There's a strike. 0-2. Swing and a miss. And he got him. So this might be the biggest batter yet. In terms of significance, it's Declan McCarthy, the left fielder, who, mind you, led off this inning, as far as I'm concerned. There's a swing and a pop-up. And Massey makes the catch. However, we are not out of the woods yet. Audubon allows 5 runs, including a 3-run pinch hit home run by Matt Ventola off the bench. So now we're basically at square one, but we go to the 6th inning, 6-5. Xavier Massey leads off the top of the 6th. Green Wave lead by 1. As the first pitch is away, 1-0. Audubon had a 6-0 lead about 20 minutes ago, and then Haddonfield scored their first run in 9 days and 3 games after being shut out back-to-back. Then a 3-run pinch hit home run by Matt Ventola blew this thing wide open. Or maybe not wide open, blew the possibilities wide open, and now made it a 1-run game. It is 2-0 to Massey. Upstairs, 3-0. Swing and a miss. Got green lighted, and it's 3-1. In the dirt, ball 4. So Massey walks, and here's Tyler Wiltsey. What you need is insurance runs. It's exactly what you need. That one's upstairs, 1-0. And now, by the way, new pitcher for the Bulldogs, Colin Redmond, is on the mound. I didn't even notice because 11 and 12, such close jersey numbers, didn't even think to look. But after giving up 6 runs, you got to imagine, that they would have taken out their pitcher, which they did. And that one is a strike, 1-1 to Tyler Wiltsey. Throw down to second. Massey's running. And that ball goes into center field. But Massey holds. It is 2-1 to Wiltsey. Swinging a foul. Jack Dempsey is headed towards the JV field. I wonder if... Yeah, I wonder if he's going to do double duty. Because I was like, well, where's he going? And then, yeah, it looks like he's going to join the Green Wave on the other side. Some Joel Youngblood stuff right there. Upstairs. And it is 3-2. That's going to be 40 years since the Joel Youngblood day, where he played for the Expos and Mets in one day. That's ball 4. So Wiltsey walks and this brings up John Perosi. It was either 81 or 82 as pitching coach will meet with Redmond. So here we go. According to Wikipedia, August 4th, 1982, Youngblood was the only player in history to get hits for 2 different teams in 2 different cities on the same day. Youngblood started the day as the starting center fielder for the Mets, which were in Chicago, and they played all their home games in the afternoon at the time. It wasn't until '88 that Wrigley Field had lights, so they had to play in the afternoon. Anyways, he drove in 2 runs with a single. Then, when he went back to the dugout, he was informed that he had been traded to the Montreal Expos, as the first pitch to Perosi is inside, 1-0. And it was not only that he was being traded to the Expos, they wanted to make him available for the game later that night, which I believe was in Philly. And he had gotten a hit for the Expos as well, so he was the only man to get, that's got to be one heck of a travel from Chicago to Philly, play for 2 different teams on the same day. You got to imagine, you got to make that jersey ironed on real quick. He threw back to second. Massey was standing up. They didn't get him. It's 1-1. Oh, they're making a switch. Somebody is headed from JV to varsity. It's like number 12. That might be, you know what? That might be Tyler Perosi.
I think they sent for another pitcher.
Yeah. I have not seen that before. Mid-game swap. As whoever that was absolutely making a run for it. I can't tell who that is.
Let's go, bro!
It might be. That doesn't look like him, though. That might be Stockland, for all we know. Because I had heard some mention of his name a couple minutes before he was running by. Another throwback to second, unsuccessful. It is a 2-2 count to John Perosi. Interesting development. Swinging a pop-up. Figlioli is there. And that is the first out of the inning. So here comes Sean Driscoll. In the dirt, 1-0. Line shot to third. Tags the bag for 1 in the throat. Wait a second, no. I thought he got him at third, but it turns out not. Massey's going to come in to score. That'll be a 2-base error for the third baseman, Scott Agnew. And it is now 7-5. So runners will be on second and third. Assuming my thought is right.
Let's go, I. Big spot. Come on, I.
No, 2 outs. My apologies. First pitch. It's a strike. I'd been averting my attention for a couple seconds because Haddonfield's JV coach got tossed. You could hear him from several hundred feet away. He was not happy, even if it was very faint. There's a swing and a pop-up center field. And he made the catch. McCarthy diving in and saving the inning. And it is 6-5 going to the bottom of the sixth. For clarification, it is 6-5.
Not 7.
No. Gotta take me out. The mystery is solved. The man on the run was Nick Caladros. He has been brought up on maybe 15, 20 minutes notice at best and will now pitch in a 6-5 game. You can even hear Ryan Boland, so the JV game is getting feisty, more feisty than this one. It is 0-1 to the leadoff man. And it is 1-1 to Blaze Hendricks. Declan McCarthy was the last batter of the inning. He made a diving catch to end the inning. Ground ball to Wiltsey. Throw was in time to Perosi. 1 away. Bless you. Line shot, base hit.
All right, double play. Let's go, boys.
So base hit on the first pitch for Gavin Kopp, and this brings up Matt Stam. They're going to do a pinch run at first for Kopp. That's number 16, which would be Joe Tedeschi. Hold on. It is 1-0. The center fielder for the JV team, I believe it was Bryce Dempsey, he actually was asking me for the score, so I had to do my hand signals I think he got it, but it's 3-0 to Matt Stam. Ball 4. That is not Stam. That is Nick Turnage. My apologies. Now, is this Ventola again? No, this is Matt Stam. Okay, I was one off. My apologies. So now they're going to meet. Looks like the JV game has finally gotten back underway as Wade Geis meets with his pitcher, Nick Caladro.
Not sure if those are kids over there or Vikings.
Right.
That yell.
I hope my mic picked that up. That was hilarious. First pitch to Stam, with runners on first and second and 1 away. Up and in, almost grazed him. Inside, nearly grazed him again. It's 2-0. To Matt Stam. In there for a strike. 2-1. Upstairs, 3-1. Wind is picking up. It'll be blowing in, which for the middle of the Haddonfield order, well, I'd say that's a darn good thing. The 3-1. Get him here, Nick. Get him here. Nope. Yes, there you go. 3-1. 3-2 rather.
Go, kid, let's go!
Full count. Caladros to Stam. Swinging a looper. There's a base hit. Run's going to come around. No, he's going to hold up as the throw from Grady was strong enough. And now the bases are loaded for, I believe, again, Ventola. Or no, it will be number 10. Now this is confusing. Did they move? They moved Matt Stam one down in the order. So now we're going to see a quick replacement. Look at this. J.J. Stockland's coming in left field. He had to sprint out there. And Caladros, just like that, is done.
Sorry, boys, we got it. Let's go. Make a play.
So now, okay. So Charlie Grady will pitch. Jason Stockland will go to left. Did I say it wrong? Did I say it the other way? Charlie Grady will pitch. Stockland will go to left. Okay, I wasn't sure if I'd said it backwards, but pitching change for Audubon. Grady wants his pitcher's glove, and we're going to take a much-needed break. 6-5, bases loaded for Haddonfield. Here is Matt Ventola again. He had a 3-run home run back in the 5th inning, I believe. And Haddonfield's done enough to where he can do it again off of Charlie Grady. It's the 0-1 rather, is a strike as he dips down. No, it is. Whoa. Okay, it's 1-1.
That sounded like it was coming at my head.
And that's a ball. That's 2-1. That was right there, the 2-1. That's outside. That's 3-1. And at least 2 of those balls should give us the second out on a strikeout, but no. Charlie Grady held West Deptford scoreless in his relief appearance. And that was right down the middle. You could not point it up any better. And the run is scored. And the game is tied. Not deservedly so. But the bases are loaded as everybody moves up. On a bases-loaded walk that should have been strike 4 instead of ball 4. And this brings up Figlioli as he hits a ground ball to Pinckney, who falls down. He throws to the plate. Got him there, and everybody holds up. Great play by Pinckney to recoil and recover. He threw to the plate to get the force out, and we stay tied at 6. Even though, again, inning should be over, should be 6-5, but this is why we have a camera that's as good quality as it is. Because that was not good. Here's Scott Agnew. It's 0-1 on a foul ball. Third pitcher of the game for the Green Wave. Caladros did a couple batters and then was taken out almost immediately. If the inning were to continue, Jamison Sweeney would be next. Ground ball. Second base. Driscoll's throw is in time. Everybody take a breather, but this should not be a tie game, no matter what you say. They were right there. We go to the 7th, 6-6 tie. Top of the 7th. This has been a frustratingly it's one of those kind of days. First pitch, excuse me, to Scott Lynch is a swing and a miss. It's 0-1. I was really hopeful that when the Green Wave were up 6-0 and we were just surpassing the 1 hour mark in the 4th inning, I thought, oh, we'll be great. This will be a great time to have a quick one and be able to go home and rest like I need. But the world is not so kind, and as you can see by the scoreboard, the Green Wave have blown a 6-run lead, as that one is down low, and I'm still very adamant that it should be a 6-5 game, and we should be getting ready to go home, basically. Yes, we have another inning to play, but still, we will be in the lead. But how do you combat that? It's 3-1. How do you combat that? You get insurance runs. There's a line shot to left that will go foul. Oh. That went into the array of trees down the third base line. Excuse me. It's a full count, 3-2. In the dirt. So ball 4 to Lynch. And this brings up Ryan Zimmer, which Zimmer has had a couple of good ones today. Throw back to first, nothing doing from the throw from Redmond. And the ball is dropped, so a head start for Lynch. Rather Broadhurst. I didn't even see that they did the old switcheroo. So if Zimmer gets on base, then we'll see who pinch runs for him. Possibly Copsetta. They're moving in because he's showing bunt. It's up the line. He fires at the first, and oh! They showed that he got him. He showed him the ball, and he is out. So he moves Broadhurst to third. At least that takes care of the pinch runner debate, but now there's one away as the umpires are going to very quickly conference. And hey, the fans are debating for themselves, and he is out. I don't know how you can do a replay like that based off of hearsay, though. It should be like it was in Major League Baseball before 2014. The call is the call no matter how you slice it. You know, there shouldn't be, oh, did you see it? Did you see it? Should be just whatever the umpire calls is what it calls. But it won't matter, as that one is stopped at third, and he's safe at first, so no harm, no foul, and no outs are recorded. Grady is on first. And now it'll be Zach Beebe again. I don't know why they took him out for Dempsey and then put him back in. I don't really get that. Time is called by the batter. Even Joey Slavin was asking for the score. It's 1-0 to Beebe. With Grady at second, Broadhurst on third. And it's a 2-0 count in a 6-6 tie ball game. Zach Beebe was possibly the biggest at bat of his junior season. The 2-0. In there for a strike on the inside corner. It's 2-1. In the dirt. 3-1. BB staying alive. And there's a strike. Wow. That was a little low in my book, but it's going to count the same. It's 3-2. Just if BB gets out, then Massey's got to have basically the at-bat of his life right here. Swinging a foul back to the chain link fence. Swinging a foul. That bat stays alive. This is going to be the 8th pitch of the at-bat coming up versus BB. Again, Massey is on deck. Runners on second and third and one away. 6-6 tie ball game. Ground ball to third. They're going to throw home to get the tag, and they got him. So here's Massey. Grady moves over to third. That was a close play, but good heads up by Agnew to keep things rolling and to keep the game tied. That's some good defense there. Runners on the corners, 2 away, and here's Massey. Everyone, cross your fingers, folks. Ground ball to third. And it gets through him in the left field. A base hit. And Xavier Massey gives us the sigh of relief we've been waiting for the past hour. It's 7-6 Green Wave. That is huge. An RBI single for Massey went right under the glove of Agnew. So runners on first and second. BB on second, Massey on first. And it'll now be Tyler Wiltsey again. He's been up and down today, at least defensively and offensively. That one is trapped in the dirt, 1-0. In the dirt, 2-0. Green Wave, lead by 1, but in the game of baseball, and especially in the game of the Green Wave, a 1-run lead is never safe. Strike 1. Right on the lower half of the plate, 2-1. If the inning were to continue, John Perosi will be next. Outside, 3-1. 3-1 to Tyler Wiltsey. And that's ball 4. Bases are loaded. And now coming out is Colin Redmond. And I believe coming into pitch will be number 36, Nick Turnage. Actually, no, Turnage will be going out of the game. So in right field is Matt Ventola. Moving to center field is Declan McCarthy. Moving to left is Joe Nasuti. And it will be Nick Turnage pitching for Haddonfield. We'll take a quick break. We'll be right back after this. 7-6. Green Wave lead in the 7th. John Perozzi bats with all ducks on the pond. 2 away in a 7-6 game. We need these insurance runs, and we need them fast. We need them fast, I tell you. First is low. 1-0. One is a swing and a miss. 1-1. Breaking ball. Hit in the right center. There's your insurance. 1 run scores. 2 runs score. And it's 9-6. It gives us a runner on first. That's all we got. And 2 away in a 9-6 game. Sean Driscoll bats. And JV just ended. Down low.
First and third.
Runners on the corners and 2 away. And that one is down low, 2-0. Yeah, that one is outside, 3-0. Turnage in some trouble. Strike. 3-1, it was right there. Swinging a line shot. Base hit. Wiltsey scores. And an RBI single for Driscoll. It's 10-6.
Let's go, Ike.
First pitch to Isaiah Pinckney is outside as I just doused myself in Powerade. I tried putting the cup or the bottle in the cup holder of my lawn chair. Got right all over my pant leg.
Let's face it, today's not the best day for our broadcast.
No. Runners are moving up everywhere. So everybody moves up 90 feet. Runners on second and third. And Pinckney takes one for a strike. 2-1. That was a little bit on the borderline side. There's a swing and a bullet that's going to go. Possibly no. It died in the outfield. A run will score. A second run will score. And Isaiah Pinckney with a 2-run triple. That makes it 12-6. I gave it the kiss of death by saying it was going to go. But it is now a 6-run lead.
Oh, this with 2 outs.
Right, 2-out rally. Don't see that too much in these days. Yeah. Starting to breathe a little easier. Well, for the fans, not for me. With what I got. It's 0-1 to...
Show what you got.
Yeah. Well, I mean... Yes and no. Excuse me. Wow. An Ephus pitch. And it's 1-1. Another breaking ball. Oh. Somebody's trying to get out of here early. That was very much low and inside. And it is 1-2. Swinging a grounder. Out to short. Throw across. In time. And the side is retired. So the Green Wave put up 6 in a shocking turn of events. We go to the bottom of the 7th with a steady lead. What is this? Bottom 7, Green Wave lead by 6 runs over the Haddonfield Bulldogs. As Charlie Grady sporting the Philly Fanatic bandana. The entire junior varsity team is lining up to my right. I thought they would have been on a bus by now. Oh, jeez. I just got slammed in the shoulder.
Sorry, bro.
Put me on the injured list.
You already are on the injured and reserve.
Right. Oh, man.
In this game, so D. Wilkes can rest his voice.
I think Ryan Boland's been lifting. That stung. It's 0-2. Man. No mercy. That one's up and in. To Jamison Sweeney, the DH. Ground ball. And Pinckney boots it. Safe. He's off the bag. Sweeney runs out of base hit. And here's Declan McCarthy. Pinch running for Sweeney. This is Joe Tedeschi. There's a swing and a drive to right. BB makes the catch. One away. This brings up Blaze Hendricks. That one got him. So everybody moves up 90 feet. With one away, don't forget our next broadcast of Audubon Green Wave Baseball is on Monday, 3:45 at home. Ball 1 to Blaze Hendricks. That is not Blaze Hendricks. They keep fooling me. They got like 10,000 bench players. Number 14, Luke Hargrove, is the batter. There's a strike, 2-1. Massey got corrected. He said one more, and then Driscoll turned around and he said two more. Well, he's going to need to get back those two right there. It's 3-1. Don't want to load the bases. I don't know who their next pitcher will be because I can't even see the bullpen from here. So I'm going to miss 3-2. Time is called. Count is full. 2 runners are on. Oh. Wow. Well, bases are loaded now. What's that, 3 walks in the inning? Yeah. I believe this is Griffin Clark. No, this is Nick Turnage. Jeez. The 0-1 outside, 1-1. Swinging a line drive, base hit. A run will score, and everybody moves up 90 feet. It's 12-7. Now here is Matt Stam.
Come on, guys, let's go. Go strike.
Strike one. Ground ball. Up the line. They tag one and the run will score. It's 12-8. One more out to go. And that will be Matt Ventola. He bats with runners on second and third and 2 away in a 12-8 ball game. Upstairs. 2-0. And he stumbled off the mound. San Martino did that in the first inning. Either in the first or second, he did that when we had just gotten up. Strike one. He got green lighted on 3-0. No. Actually, bases are loaded for Nick Figlioli in a 12-8 ball game. Bases loaded, and there's a strike, 0-1. Outside, 1-1. There's a swing and a pop-up, third base side. Stockland makes the catch and make it 9 straight. As the Green Wave continue their hot streak. Haddonfield has lost 8 in a row. Audubon's won 9 in a row. They continue to just be hot, hot, hot. And that's the ball game. Green Wave win it 12-8. This will end the broadcast. From everybody here at Dan Wilkins Broadcasting, thank you for watching the tape-delayed version of Haddonfield and Audubon. We'll see you Monday for the next broadcast of Audubon Green Wave Baseball. Praying I'll be better by then. We'll see you next time.